SVN and all of our invited guests. Welcome to SVN Live, our weekly property broadcast for October 16th, 2017. This is John McDermott. I want to welcome everybody. And there's a whole list of people we'd like to welcome to our organization before we talk about the economic talking points. The next two slides will share with you some of our newest advisors. Some are new to the business, some are not new to the business, but new to SVN. We'd love for you to welcome everybody that are on these lists, and I hope to see a significant amount of these folks in November in San Diego, California at our Jumpstart, which we'll talk about a little later. Welcome everybody, and we're so pleased that you joined the organization that you have. The other day I was looking at the numbers, and it looks like about 1,075 advisors are on our roster at this moment in time. So welcome to the organization. Look forward to seeing everybody. All right, let's talk a little about those economic talking points. REITs are in good shape. Actually, they posted a record high FFO for the second quarter. FFO is really their cash flow, their net from operations. It grew 7.9% in the second quarter, setting an absolute record high. Overall, it's up about 50% over the last 3 years. A good place to park some money, for sure. This pace of growth could lead to a rising NOI and cash flows for many commercial real estate assets and maybe higher prices in 2017 and beyond. Certainly, we've seen significant compression of cap rate. That, along with a bigger net operating income, you know what that does. So good opportunity in the marketplace. We also want to remind you that low-income housing continues its strong performance. Freddie Mac and the accounting firm Cohn Resnick just surveyed multifamily owners, landlords, and found increasing operating metrics in low-income housing, or the LIHTC deals, across the country. If you work in affordable housing, you have to understand the acronyms of the industry. But with that increasing affordability issues in many markets, in fact in most markets, expansions of programs like LIHTC and other affordable housing events is very, very important. I know in Los Angeles, 65% of all the people in Los Angeles rent, so the affordability factor is one we've got to keep an eye on for sure. Good news. All right, we want to talk to you about just a few of our recently closed transactions. We want to congratulate Les Byron and Steve Davis for closing this deal in Fort Lauderdale, $2,175,000 at $108 a foot. I think the thing that's so exciting about this, the buyer's going to occupy 50% of the real estate, which is great. But I do want to point out that this ended a 5-year search for the buyer. So it doesn't happen overnight. Also, Les Byron's father actually built the property, which is even more exciting. Part of his family business, tradition, and his DNA. Les, congratulations. Nice job with Steve. All right, we want to congratulate Steve Lenoir. He has closed this Louisiana opportunity at $3.5 million. We believe that's the closing price. 5 tenants, 100% occupied, just the kind of deal you like to own, especially with a concrete parking lot. Steve, congratulations. Hey, let's congratulate our council chair of resorts, Mr. Frank Jermusik. He and Christopher Haas and Edward Rupp just closed this St. Paul, Minnesota transaction. It is a picture that is about to happen in the next 90 days, probably in Minnesota, with a little snow on it. But at $63 a foot, this was a National Register of Historic Places property. It's going to be converted to a boutique hotel, which I think is going to be very fun and exciting in that market. Congratulations to our team. Steve Davis and Les Byron just closed this Pompano Beach, Florida property as well. Arizona Tea, which is a huge iced tea company, did this. And look at the situation here as well. Ended a 6-year-long property search. Again, it doesn't always happen overnight. $9,121 a foot. Steve, Les, congratulations. A true record breaker. All right, let's talk about some of our featured inventory this morning. As you know, everything we do at SVN is at www.svn.com. And 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to you when you close a transaction with us. We've got over $52 million worth of deals to talk about this morning, and over $1.2 million in buy-side fee. We're going to bring up first one of our absolute auction experts, John Johnson. He and Tom Hunter have joined forces on a USDA auction that you don't see very often.
Good morning, John. This is John Johnson. Have gavel will travel. This time we're off to Michigan. 3 multifamily properties. These properties have just been foreclosed on by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. This may be one of the very last opportunities to buy foreclosed properties directly from USDA, as they are planning to sell future non-performing loans on DebtX. These 3 properties are in Almont, Port Austin, and White Cloud, Michigan. All due diligence information is available on the auction website, including inspection reports, rent rolls, and financials. Bidding starts 4 weeks from today. Please remember that all due diligence must be completed before bidding, as we're selling as is, where is, and must close on November 30th, so only 15 days from the end of bidding to closing. With the short period to close, some prospective buyers may be reluctant to bid, so it may be a real buying opportunity for your clients. Be sure to register them and encourage them to bid. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. And gavel will travel. I've seen you all over the country. Congratulations on that deal for us. Our council co-chair of land, Ashley Bloom, Tim Dudley, and Richard Bryan have all joined forces for some really good-looking real estate that's waterfront.
Good morning, SVN. This is Ashley Bloom. This is truly a unique piece of property. We have taken 41 acres for a client and cut them up into 9 waterfront Gulf access lots. This is being done through an accelerated sale, which will be on November 9th. The owner will provide financing. You can buy one lot, you can buy them all. The property does access both the Charlotte Harbor and the Gulf of Mexico. It's a short boat ride away from the newly announced Allegiant Airlines resort. They're doing a $600 million resort with North America's largest swimming pool designed. Again, just about a 10 or 15-minute boat ride away. We will be doing private showings by water, by pontoon boat. It's a great opportunity to secure waterfront and water access through the accelerated sale process. The lots range from 1.5 to 10.47 acres. That's correct. 10.47 acres is a very large waterfront lot. Again, a great opportunity, very beautiful water once you get on it. Please contact either myself, Tim, or Richard for further information. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
All right, Ashley, thank you very much. Chip Jones and Tim Dudley also have an opportunity for you in Hampton, Virginia, an industrial deal that you've got to pay attention to.
Good morning, SVN. This is Chip Jones here with SVN Motley's, and thank you for having me on the call today. We do have an excellent opportunity for another accelerated sale, which will take place Wednesday, November the 1st. This is a 2-building industrial flex campus totaling 59,108 square feet in 2 buildings. It is on 5.29 acres and does have some retail redevelopment potential. Some potential uses could be hotel, retail, urgent care facility, restaurant with drive-through, bank, office buildings. Could potentially be a great place to put a brewery. And it is very close to the NASA Research Center, as well as right across the street from a 200,000 square foot FedEx distribution facility that is brand new. 2017 tax assessment is 2.6 plus. Opening offer is only $1 million, so a great opportunity to share this with your clients, and multiple uses there at the signalized intersection. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call myself or Tim, but we're certainly excited about this one and hope that you are as well.
All right, Chip, thank you, sir. Beautiful opportunity. Let's go up to Spokane, Washington, and see if Guy Bird joined us. He was not on earlier. Guy, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I sure can. Welcome, my friend.
Very good, thank you. So in Spokane, Washington, in the northwest part of the United States, this is a value-add redevelopment opportunity. I'm in the process of developing a video of this shopping center, but this property is the only vacant building within about 150,000 square foot shopping center. With the likes, it has tenants such as Michael's, Furniture Row, multiple restaurants. It's directly across Division Street, which is the main north-south arterial in Spokane from Costco. It's called Gold Coast in terms of retail in Spokane. Again, this building was a former movie theater. There's 6 movie theaters. There's 21,000 square feet. It has redevelopment potential at a cost of about $55 per square foot. There's room to redevelop it and put meaningful tenants in line with several other multiple other nice retail users.
All right, Guy. Nicely done and a great opportunity. Love those low price per foot transactions. Let's go to John Cannon. He's got a very interesting South Carolina piece of real estate for you, priced at $1.2 million.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is John Cannon with the SVN Blackstream family out of Greenville, South Carolina, and I am excited to be able to present this retail opportunity here in Gaffney, South Carolina. I wanted to kick it off with a quick fun fact for you guys. For any of you who are fans of the Netflix series House of Cards, Gaffney is the fabled hometown of Frank Underwood, complete with the famous water tower shaped like a peach up here. So with that, we'll get back to business. This property is a former Kangaroo / Dairy Queen. It is located on the I-85 corridor here in Gaffney, which is roughly the halfway point between Greenville and Charlotte. It's located about 55 miles from Charlotte and about 50 miles from Greenville. The property has over 300 feet of frontage on 85, as well as an existing high-rise sign, and that really helps to boost the exposure to the approximately 63,000 vehicles per day traveling along this particular section of the interstate. In addition to sharing the same exit as the Gaffney Premium Outlets by Simon, it's also the same exit used by the local manufacturing plants for Nestle, Timken, and Freightliner. Freightliner being one that is currently adding a new logistics center across from their plants, creating at least 100 new jobs for the area. So this site is in a serious growth area and provides a great opportunity for someone looking to enter our local market down here. So with that, thank you everyone for your time, and I'll kick it back over to you, John.
All right, John, thanks so much. I'll go out on the limb on this deal and say it could be a truck stop as well based on the picture. Just kidding. All right, let's go see some industrial real estate in Columbus, Ohio. Kristen Wilson-Asman and Doug Wilson, famous for apartments, have gotten into the industrial world at $1.3 million.
Good morning, John. This is Doug Wilson. Good morning, John, and SVN and guest here in Columbus. Very pleased to present on behalf of our client this industrial redevelopment property, which was owned by a multifamily owner. So it's in these secondary markets, these principals do many different things, and so we think it's a great opportunity. It's an area that is gentrifying. We used to call it inner city. Now it's the city, the way where the interior of towns like Columbus are redeveloping. But it probably stays industrial, but the area just got named a specific district. In this case, it's called Milo Grogan District, which is, of course, the arrangement where you get the tax benefits, tax abatements, community development loans. But it probably stays industrial, but for example, what's going on is across the street is a very large old Timken ball bearing plant that got taken over by a company called Rogue Sports, and they manufacture sporting equipment and exercise equipment. And it's a very large plant, and that's an example of what's going on in the area. I think the ideal use for this would be self-storage, but it could be any other type of light assembly or manufacturing. But I think the real takeaway on this opportunity is that the Columbus developers are just getting maxed out with all the activity. So we see more and more partnerships taking place with outside developers. And that's additional capital, but the outside developers always need the insiders and the local developers, and that we're seeing more and more of that. I think it's a great business model for some of these opportunities in Columbus. So I think that's a quick overview, and please give me a call if anyone has interest in this or developer partners. Thank you.
All right, Doug. Thank you, sir. Let's head into Chicago. Wayne Kaplan has an opportunity for you right in the heart of it.
Good morning, SVN. I'm pleased this morning to present 2001 South Atlanta, which I will say, quite frankly, is one of the best development opportunities here in the city of Chicago. The site is a little over 8,000 feet. It sits in Chicago's South Loop neighborhood, which is tremendously popular, tremendously populous, with development of all kinds. But this particular location is fantastic. It sits literally a block from brand new 10,000 seat DePaul Wintrust Arena, where the DePaul basketball team is going to be playing their games amongst many other events. Adjacent to that site is a 1,200 room brand new Marriott Marquis. There's a 600 room Hilton Hotel directly across the street from that, and then that is all sitting at the corner of McCormick Place Convention Center. If you look at the map, you look at the slide, you can also see that Soldier Field is very close to here. The entrance to the south end of Soldier Field complex is about 3 blocks north, actually 2 blocks north of here on 18th Street. It's a fantastic location. There are many possible uses. We handle the leasing of a large building across the street called the Lex, the retail leasing, which is a 333 unit luxury apartment building. We've got space on the floor there that would suit a restaurant, and we've had 10 different LOIs for the space. So this particular location also would be very suited for retail or restaurant on the ground floor with either apartments, condos, office, or hospitality above. It is listed at $48 per buildable square foot. It's got an FAR, or floor area ratio, of 5, so you can build upright without any zoning relief from the city of Chicago, a building that's over 40,000 feet. Also, if somebody wanted to, the same owner has additional FAR, additional air rights from the project they built immediately to the south, which is also available for sale if you want a larger project. As my friend Alex Ruggieri says, I'd love to send you a check. If anyone has any questions or anybody interested, feel free to give me a call. Thank you.
All right, Wayne, thank you very much. I know on my recent helicopter tour of Chicago, they say that McCormick Place is the largest convention center in America. So great location. Thank you for that. Reed Bennett, Cody Duran, and Mark Mims have joined forces on a land opportunity in Rockford, Illinois. Who do we have this morning?
This is Reed. How you doing, John?
Good, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Good morning, SVN and guests. Cody Duran, Mark Mims, and I are happy to present this 15-acre multifamily or mixed-use land opportunity in Rockford, Illinois. Rockford, Illinois is the 3rd largest city in Illinois, about an hour and 20 minutes northwest of Chicago. You might hear this city familiar because we have actually closed on probably a half a dozen deals in the last 24 months in this area, and we're excited about the Rockford area. The parcel is in what is called the Envision Corridor on Main Street, which is a targeted area of Rockford with a focused plan on new development. It is in a TIF district as well as what is called the River Edge Redevelopment Zone, so there are a number of incentives available to developers. As you can see from the picture, most of the 350,000 square foot industrial building has been razed, leaving only a portion of the complex left for ease of new development. The local authorities, including the Economic Development Director, are extremely interested in seeing this site developed and will be very supportive of any proposal, especially if it includes market rate multifamily or some sort of senior housing. Ownership has also indicated they have 2 area hospitals interested in some form of master lease situation for hospital employees once the multifamily development is created. It is just east of a site of a new $500 million Mercy Hospital. The aerials in the package, we have multiple aerials done by an aerial photographer, and he shot it via airplane. So you can see it from all different angles, and you can see just on the top side of this, it's the Rockford Country Club, and also north of that is the Rock River. We have a full 5% buy-side fee, and ownership is extremely motivated to move this parcel. And again, thanks to Mark Mims for collaborating with us on this deal. Thanks, John.
All right, Reed, thank you very much. Great opportunity, and I love that fee. Let's go to Jeff Hammond. He's got a Marietta, Georgia opportunity for us at $4,250,000 this morning. It's really pretty real estate.
Yes, thank you, John. Thank you, all the SVNers. Proud to present a property that is right near the SunTrust Park. Literally one exit. This is the way you get there in the thriving Cumberland Galleria Mall area. 3 buildings. The company is downsizing. 4.2 is a redevelopment opportunity and a value add. Based on current market rents, we're looking at a 15.5 cap on this potential property. Very cheap to get in at $41 a foot. Folks, they would like to close by the end of the year if possible. This is a steal in this market. With the amount of money and the income that can come in, we are looking somewhere where value add potentially at $6.5 million when it's all said and done. So there's $2 million out here in gravy for any of your developers or anyone who's looking for an office. Let me know any information. Have a great day.
Jeff, you too as well. Thank you so much. Altaf Akbari has a wonderful deal for you in Texas. $6,751,000 is the price.
Good morning, SVN. This is Altaf Akbari in Houston. This property is located in the northeast part of the Houston MSA. It's in Montgomery County. That is seeing a lot of growth. It's one of the 3 or 4 high growth parts of Houston. This site is located, it's an 86-acre parcel. It's located within a couple of miles of a new theme park being developed. It's called Grand Texas. The site is right next to East Tex Freeway that has been upgraded recently to Interstate 69, and it's just north of the Grand Parkway, which is a loop around, it is the outermost loop around Houston. Tavola is a residential development that's coming up less than 2 miles south of this property. And Grand Oaks is a 600+ acre residential development coming up just a few minutes north of this property. We have 86 acres with another 74 acres adjacent to it that are also listed by a different broker. It's a great opportunity to develop a residential community of about 160 acres, of up to 160 acres, with some commercial on the frontage. There's a full 6% fee that translates to $202,530 to the buy-side broker. I'll look forward to your offers. Thank you.
Altaf, thank you very much. Let's go to our council chair of single-family residential portfolio, Paul Yazbek. He and Steve Fithian have joined forces on a great opportunity for you in Arlington, Texas, $7,450,000.
Thank you, John. This office building, as John mentioned, specializes in SFRs and multifamily, so a little outside the wheelhouse, and looks like a sellable deal, though. We got 2 tenants, a charter school and a dialysis center that's publicly traded. Both tenants, one has a lease until 2026, the other one expiring in 2028. Between the two tenants, they've invested nearly $1.5 million in TIs. We see it trading between a 6.5 and a 7 cap, and they're looking at a early Q1 2018 close. So look forward to working with you, and thanks for your interest.
All right, Paul, thank you very much. Let's go to some of those single-family residential portfolios we were just talking about. Two of our experts, Jeff Klein and Michael Finch, have two more for us this morning. The first one's in Atlanta, Georgia, $7.5 million.
Thank you, John, Sarah, and team. Today, Jeff Klein and myself, along with Cardinal Scruggs at the SVN Genesis Group, are pleased to introduce our first build-for-rent opportunity in Atlanta, Georgia, consisting of 47 home build-for-rent detached single-family residential rental investment properties beginning construction this month. The rental subdivision is located in College Park, one of the fastest-growing areas in the greater Atlanta MSA in the country. Tenants in the subdivision are only a short 10-minute drive to downtown Atlanta and a huge employer base, including Delta Airlines, Emory University and Healthcare, Home Depot, AT&T, and many more. These homes provide an investor with a huge opportunity to take advantage of purchasing quality homes below retail market prices with a conservatively modeled stabilized year one cap rate of 6.73% and a leveraged IRR of 30.76%. These 47 BFRs offer spacious floor plans throughout. All the homes are 1,582 square feet, 2-story, 3-bed, and 2-bath units with 2-car garages. Rental rates are conservatively projected between $1,200 to $1,350 per month, and we anticipate a very quick lease-up in this strong rental market. Please reach out to Jeff Klein or myself with any questions. We don't anticipate this deal lasting long, and we encourage you all to begin having conversations with your cash flow investors who may typically be investing in retail, office, multifamily, and industrial, and help them and let us know and help us educate them on the largest emerging commercial asset class in the country, which is SFR portfolios.
All right, Michael, I love that price per unit. Let's talk about your deal in Phoenix.
Yeah, thank you again, and appreciate everybody's time here for sitting through two slides with me. Oasis in the Foothills is an excellent opportunity to purchase a build-for-rent deal in an incredibly affluent area with rents and strong home appreciation in the South Phoenix area. This 22-home detached build-for-rent community is currently under construction. We've got 5 homes nearly finished and beginning lease-up with rents starting north of $2,200 per month. This new build SFR opportunity is located in the beautifully designed and gated community in the Ahwatukee Foothills, which in years past was rated one of the best places to live by Money Magazine. Families can take advantage of the tremendous school systems here, which, according to greatschools.org, gives it a rating of a 10-10-9, which is just about perfect and easily one of the best ratings I've seen in Arizona. Access to beautiful golf courses, hiking and biking trails on South Mountain, neighborhood centers for shopping, dining, and entertaining make the Oasis in the Foothills extremely attractive to families and professionals. Subdivision is only 5 minutes from I-10, US 60, and the Loop 202 freeways, accessing the valley at large. Conservatively modeled pro forma on these high-end homes brings a 5.51% cap on stabilized year one T12 income and a 26.82% leverage IRR. There is only one large residential parcel left in the Foothills community, which was recently purchased by Blanford Homes, who intends to build 600,000 plus homes directly across the street from Oasis, which will only add value to these already well-positioned homes at Oasis in the Foothills. Please email Jeff Klein or myself for more details, and appreciate your time again, everybody. Thank you.
All right, Michael, thank you, and just beautiful location. Couldn't get better than that. Hey, we're glad that Gary Gustafson can join us this morning to present a San Rafael, California opportunity with all the smoke and ash that's taking place in Northern California. We've been having all of you in our prayers. Gary?
Thank you, John. Yes, we do have a lot of smoke and ash and a lot of people walking around with masks on their faces out here. 101 Lucas Valley Road is a tremendous potential for somebody that is looking for an office building with upside. This property sits about 25 minutes from San Francisco. It is 1 mile east of Lucas Valley Ranch, or Skywalker Ranch as most people call it. It is 36,000 square feet, and at $273 a foot, it is on the low side for Marin County properties. I'm looking for an investor to come in here who's willing to put some money into this building to bring it up to where it should be. We feel there's upside potentials not only in the rent, which is currently at $250 a foot. We think we can go to $275 to $3 a foot, but also there's unfinished space that can be turned into rental office space. Anybody that has an interest in owning property in Marin County, please give us a call. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. One of the best locations in America, certainly. And remember, everybody, in California, they quote their rents on a monthly basis. So when they're talking about $250 or $3, they're talking per month. Great real estate. Let's remind everybody that we've always have some events and webinars. This week, we've got one for you on Friday, October 20th. Paul Yazbek, our council chair of SFR Portfolios, is going to host a call, 9:30 on the West Coast, 12:30 on the East Coast. And as Michael and all the team have said, it's an emerging asset class that you ought to learn as much as you can about, if possible. All right, just a reminder, and of course, if you open your email, you're being reminded constantly that the registration is now open for the SVN International's National Conference in New Mexico, March 7th to the 9th, 2018. Please make sure that's not only on your calendar, but that you've actually registered. We look forward to seeing everybody there. Also, one of our last reminders coming up the end of November, November 28th to December 1st, will be our last jump start for 2017. And as you saw early in our presentation this morning, we've got 2 full slides of brand new people to the organization. Jumpstart is where you get inculcated in the SVN difference, and we look forward to seeing you there. Registration is open. And last but not least, we want to thank you for joining us this morning and remind you that everything that we do at SVN is at www.svn.com. And 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to anyone closing a transaction with us or putting a tenant in one of our buildings, and we look forward to you doing just that. Good day.